Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll cover the Endurace AL bikes from Canyon, taking you through the differences between the Endurace AL 6.0, Endurace AL 7.0, Endurace AL 6.0 disc and Endurace AL 7.0 disc. I'll try to keep this organized by focusing on one different component at a time, such as the frame, groove set, wheels, tires and so on. Also, I'll link similar videos I have done on the Trek Domane ALs as well as the specialized ALs since they are similar sort of bikes. In the end, I'll also suggest alternatives to these bikes depending on geometry and which part of the world you live in, as well as give a final summary on these four bikes from Canyon. But before we begin with the Endurace ALs, I would like to give a quick background on them. The Endurace ALs are entry-level alloy endurance bikes from Germany's direct sales brand Canyon. You could buy it as your first road bike or even as an all-purpose endurance road bike. Being direct sales, you would most likely get a step higher spec components for the same price than traditional manufacturers. Okay, let's dive into the frames then. The material used in both the rim and disc brake bikes is a very common 6061 aluminium alloy. The frames have slight tweaks in key places to accommodate rim and disc brake. Also, the forks are quite different for the same purpose, with the AL 6.0 and 7.0 using a carbon Canyon F25 while the disc versions use a Canyon FK004 disc fork. All the bikes come with a Selle Italia X3 saddle. Also, while the AL6s come with a iridium seat post, the AL7s come with a carbon seat post. Onto the groove set, both the AL 6.0 and 6.0 disc come with 10 speeds at the back, while the 7.0 and 7.0 disc come with 11 speeds at the back. The range of the cassette in all cases is 11 to 34. Also, while all the bikes come with a 50-34 crank, the AL7s come with a 105 crank, which are quite a bit stiffer and lighter than the AL6s, which come with a TYRE crank. Talking about the braking systems, the AL 6.0 comes with TYRE 4700 calipers, while the AL 7.0 comes with 105 R7000 calipers. Onto the disc bikes, the AL 6.0 disc is shot with SHIMANO RT70 rotor, as is the 7.0 disc. Disc brakes offer significantly better stopping power, especially in the wet, but they do come with a weight penalty. Among the rim brake bikes, the 105 calipers do offer significantly more bite than the TYRE ones, although we would have loved direct mount brakes in the rim brake bikes. Coming to the wheels, the rim brake bikes come with Fulcrum 900 wheels, while the disc brake bikes come with DT Swiss E1850 spline DB wheels. All the wheels are shot with Continental Grand Prix SL 28mm all-purpose tires. While the official website doesn't say anything about this, reading about online, I reckon that the rim brake bikes can offer 28 mils of tire clearance, while the disc bikes can offer 33 mils of tire clearance. To the favorite part of the video, I'll give alternatives referencing the price to each of these bikes and suggest which you should go for depending on your location. I'll also stick to the braking systems in each case. Alternatives to the Endurace AL include Specialized AL Sport, Cannondale CAD Optimo Soda, Giant Content 1 and Scott Speedster 30. Now we think if you live in Europe or any place in the world where the end price of the Canyon ends up being less than $1,200, you should go for the Canyon Endurace AL 6.0. Else, get the Alley if you want an endurance bike or the CAD Optimo if you want a racy bike. Alternatives to the Endurace 7.0 include the Specialized Alley Elite, Rose Pro SL, CAD Optimo Tiagra, Speedster 20. If you live in the European regions again, the Canyon is the automatic endurance choice, while the Rose is the automatic racy choice. For any other place in the world, we would request you to get the Alley Elite. Also, racier alternatives to both the AL6 and 7 are Sculptura 300 and 400 respectively. I just didn't include it in this list because in my research I couldn't find rim versions of the Sculpturas in many international markets. But if you can get it in your own respective country, it's a great buy and extremely good value. Alternatives to the 6.0 disc include the Domane AL3, Synapse Sculptura 300D, Content AR3 and Content SL2. Again, if you want a disc endurance bike around $1,400, get the Endurace, while if you want a racier option, get the Sculptura 300D. Also, if you live in a part of the world where you don't have direct access to Meridas or canyons, then get the Content SL2 disc. The Domane AL3 or the Content AR3 should only be considered if you wish to venture into light gravel. Finally, we look at what other bikes one should consider before buying the AL 7.0 disc. Alternatives include the Synapse 105, the Domane AL5, Sculptura 400D, Content SL1D and the Content AR1. If you want a race bike, you could go with either of the Content SL1D or the Sculptura 400D. While for an endurance centered bike, the Canyon itself is a very good option in European regions. While outside Europe, we would request you to either go for the Domane AL5 or the Content AR1. Finally, to summarize the Endurace ALs, if your budget is around $1,000, get the AL 6.0. If you want to spend a bit more, get the AL 7.0. In dry regions of the world, we would rather get the lighter AL7 over the AL 6.0 disc. While if you live in wet regions and disc brakes are a must, the AL 6.0 disc and the 7.0 disc do a fine job in their respective budgets. If you like this video, hit the like button to help this video get to a wider audience. Leave a comment if you want me to do similar videos of some other bike. Thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.